Welcome to Finance Friday. This is the second video I'm doing talking about mortgages. I will remind you I am not an attorney nor a financial professional. These are just things that I kind of know or are my opinions, so do your own research. So today I'm going to explain something to you about mortgages, and you may know this, but I think a lot of people don't. So, it's my very fancy chart. This is your 30-year mortgage. All right, so across the top I have property taxes. There are some states that do not charge property taxes, so that may not be an issue for you. But if you have a mortgage payment, part of your payment each month goes to property taxes, and that is because the bank wants to make sure that you don't mess up and not pay your property taxes and lose the property and therefore lose their money. Then there's a little thing called mortgage insurance, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. But then I want you to understand how your mortgage works, okay? This is the start of your mortgage. In the beginning, part of your payment is going to your property taxes if you have them. Part may be going to mortgage insurance, and then most of the rest of your payment is going to interest. You're only paying a tiny little bit on the principal of that loan. And as you can see, as you gradually go through the years, it's a little less interest and a little more principal. So in the beginning, when you start out with your mortgage, anything extra that you can throw at that mortgage is going to cut this interest payment and start putting more money onto the principal. And that's super important. Now, what I really want to talk to you today about is this mortgage insurance. If when you go into a home and you get a mortgage and you don't have 20% down, which a lot of people don't, there will be a mortgage insurance that will be tacked onto your mortgage. That is to ensure the safety of the bank getting their money. So they will charge you a certain percentage, a certain amount each month for that insurance to ensure that they are going to get their money out of it. So once you have paid off 20% of the value of your property with your mortgage, that mortgage insurance goes off. What a lot of people don't realize is that mortgage insurance can come off quicker if you have now 80% of your property is all that you owe on it. So for instance, like when I bought my farmette, we did not have 20% down. And of course we had mortgage insurance. But the first few years that we were there, we did a lot of work on things. We really cleaned up the property. And of course the property appreciated. Now, if I had just gone with just the payments and everything and had the bank take off the mortgage insurance at the point where we had paid in 20% of what that mortgage is, and that takes a while because in the beginning, you're mostly paying interest. We had been paying that amount for a while. But what we did was we went to the bank after I think about 2.5 and 3 years and we went, yeah, our property has appreciated in value. We've put some work into it. And now we believe that the value of our property, that 20% of what the value of our property is already paid for from what we owe. Now we had to get an appraisal, and that's what most of them will want. So we had to pay for an appraisal up front. But then once we showed that now 20% of our property was already paid for by appreciation and by work that we did, not by monthly payments to the bank, we were able to get that mortgage insurance off of there. So I hope I explained that enough for you, but basically that stays on there until you pay that 20% or until you can prove to the bank that now your property is worth more. The other thing is if you can get that mortgage insurance taken off of your loan, try to not reduce the amount of your loan payment. Keep paying the same amount on your loan because now that that's removed, more will go on the principal, less on the interest, and you will be shortening up the length of your mortgage. I hope that is helpful to you.